YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Captain Crush back in the mix. We have the NBA game today. We got a few MLB games left. I know it's a late video, guys. Remember, I'm on West Coast time, out of town in Las Vegas, recording from Paris, Las Vegas in my hotel room. So thanks for being patient. The videos are still cooking. Yesterday's video cooked. The day before cooked. Guys, smash the like button. It really helps your boy out. I'm trying to do the Lord's work even while on the road. In addition to that, if you want videos Monday through Friday helping you win and building your process, go ahead and smash the subscribe button because it also helps your boy out. I do appreciate it. Now, speaking of being on the road, we got my OKC Thunder on the road tonight. You can see here on ParlayPlay, they got Siakam boosted. I'm sure they got a couple of other ones boosted. Unfortunately for me, being in Vegas, I cannot bet on ParlayPlay or PrizePicks. PrizePicks has a free square, but my boy Robbie Ray, who I am going to talk about, is boosted on ParlayPlay at 6.5. I actually like him a lot today. I'm going to talk about him, show you crushed bats. His 5.5 and 6.5 is both elite. Now, yesterday, we went 5-1. The only miss was Ramos, and he literally got an RBI in the end. Unfortunately, they walked him twice, so he only had 2 bats because they walked him twice. He grounded out once, and then the last bat he had where he got the sac fly RBI, 380 feet, 5 feet away from a grand slam. It would have been cinema, 5 feet. That's all we needed. It's okay. Reed was right. I had a big lineup with the Giants to win. It ended up working out. What a sweat, man. Let me tell you, what a sweat. All right, so let's talk about Robbie Ray. We're going to go over here to my data model crushed bats, and as you can see, I had Kyle Hendricks up. We're currently sweating him to give up 2.5 earned runs. I took it straight, and I parlayed it with Robbie Ray. He currently has 2, and he just gave up another one, so he just needs to give up 1 more to cash me. Hopefully, they let him stay in to give up that 3rd run. Okay, so this is the data model crushed bats. The pitcher side, I have a hitter side coming out too, which will tell you the home run probability. So let's say you're looking at Aaron Judge. You want to know what are the percentage and probability he gets a home run that day? I will tell you. Same thing with the RBIs, the hits, the strikeouts, and the runs. It is coming. I built it. It's a dual model, a simulation model and an archetype model. I archetyped every pitcher in the league and most every hitter that's worth even looking at in the league, and I built a 3-stage model. You will see it when I get back. It's coming out, and it'll be available for my Discord, just like this one is. They work hand in glove. So let's go find Mr. Robbie Ray. Okay, this is my only and favorite MLB play since Hendricks already went off. A lot of people in the court are sweating Brian Woo's pitching outs. He's simulated for 18. He's pretty much going to cash that sweat free unless something crazy happens. Again, I'm on West Coast time. My dad was here. I had a lot going on, and the games were early, so I just faded the early slate. But that is why, if you're in my Discord, I give you access to my models because you can go on here any time of the day and cook your own slips. It's easy peasy. You guys are cashing in there. Let them know in the freaking comments below what is going on. They don't need Crush to hold their hand. I built this data model for you guys. Okay, so even if I'm not there, you have no excuses. Here's the deal. Look at Robbie Ray's last 10 starts. 9, 9, 7, 7, 9, 5, 8, 8, 4, 8. The man cooks, and now he's facing the worst team in the MLB who strikes out 9.8. The league average is 8.5, and they suck at getting hits. My brothers and sisters in Christ, he's got to come through. We got the Vegas odds here. It's heavily juiced to go over 6.5. So let's go run it at 6.5. We're going to take this. I made this 50 data point model. It runs the game 10,000 times in a blink so you guys can get the probabilities and see what's what. All right. As you can see, on average in 10,000 games, he got 7.88. That's basically 8. Okay. But we're going to say 7. He gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, and he pitched roughly 18 out, 17. Okay, so the most important part of the model, the probability, 63% of the time he's going over 6.5. He's staying under, he's going over 2.5 earned runs, 37%, hits allowed 5.5, 27%, and walks 61% of the time. So I have the recommendation here for you. Take more on the Ks, you take less on the earned runs, less on the hits allowed, and more on the walks. It's simple. I calculate the weather and 50 other data points that I'm not going to go into, but it's all there. And then if you want to take the Vegas market out of the mix and just see what the raw model has, it's 61%. It's in harmony. That's good. When those two match up, it's very good. Okay. What that does is basically take out the Vegas odds completely and just give you the raw power. But if they're both aligned, it means that it's good. And they basically are aligned. Okay. Every time you click crush it, it's going to run a new 10,000 times. So the numbers are going to vary slightly. Watch. Now it's at 7.9. See, because it's a new simulation. So On average, he's going to get 7.9. So we know we're getting 62% of the time to go over 6.5. So if you want to be conservative, you would take it down to 5.5. 73% of the time he's going over. That is an elite goblin to take at 5.5. Obviously, you're going to lay heavy juice on that. So I think you could take it at 5.5 or 6.5. It just depends on your risk tolerance. If you want to dibble and dabble with the walks, if you think the Rockies can be patient enough to give up 2 walks, it's going to hit 63% of the time. That still means 47% of the time he ain't getting 2 walks, which is a huge number. So being in Vegas, I'll break it down to you like this. If you put it on red, you got a 48% chance. Black, 48% chance because there's 2 double zeros, sometimes 3 on these tables, the scumbags. And so you could see that's your chances. That's still a big chance that you don't hit. So I am going with the K's and I'm going to call it there. So let's go back over to Parlay Play. We get it at a boosted line. And if we go to PrizePicks, of course, PrizePicks has his line right at 7. They offer no value, okay? At 7, why do they have his line at 7? I'll tell you why, comment guy. Because it's likely he's just going to land on 7 and they're not going to have to pay you one way or the other unless you do a 2-man, and then they'll pay you 1.5x, assuming your other leg cashes, which is crazy. That is why they do that. Yes, you have push equity to take it 7, but here's the deal. Just like Max Fried chicken yesterday, I told you guys it's going to be a sweat for him just to get 4, and everyone was like, no, I'm taking him to get 5 or 6 because no, you would have chalked. You take him to get 4 so you can make money on the prop. I don't care if it's a goblin. I don't care if it's a demon. You go where there's coin to be made. And if you're if you're like, oh, I don't want to bet bigger. If you bet 100 and win 200, you made $100, okay? If you're worried about the payouts being small, you need to bet bigger. And if you can't afford to bet bigger, stop crying and build your bankroll until you can. You don't get to just wake up and win $300, $400 because you want to take your 6-man parlays or whatever and hit. I don't care. I'm here to make money. I don't care about any of that. I have zero interest in someone posting a 6-leg. I made 25x. Yeah, you cashed for 25x, and guess what? You lost 100 of those slips before you made one, so you're not profitable. I don't care. This would be the correct move. And as you can see, it's basically paying you a normal payout. 2.75x is pretty much a normal payout. Okay, you're sacrificing 25 cents on the dollar. Otherwise, you can get that 25 cents back and you're going to need him to land on 8. Can he get 8? Sure. That would be like he got 8 last time he played. That would be a ceiling game. But let's go back to crushed bats. Let's put the line at 7. 51%. Okay, so he goes over 7 51% of the time. Still more than not by 1%. But why would we do that? We want a higher probability, guys. We're trying to make money here. Just like Max Fried yesterday, he pitched 7+ innings and only got 4, and it was a super sweat, guys. It's never guaranteed. Same thing with Gore. What did I tell you guys about Gore? Only take him at 6. And I know a lot of you took him at 7 because you don't listen, because you think, well, I want the higher payouts, and I know what I'm doing. You don't. You wouldn't need help like you do. I am here to preach the gospel on this stuff, okay? This is what I am called to do. I am trying to help you guys. If you don't like taking goblins, uninstall everything. This shouldn't matter if it's a goblin or not. You're taking the alt line, and I'm going to show you. None of this stuff is guaranteed, goblins, demons, or not, but I want to show you something. This is me. I'm in Vegas. I can only play on the books. 6-leg super parlay, and I did all alternate lines, 70 to win 448. Okay, so it actually paid big, okay? And that included my full dub club prop list, most of the plays, the 3 plays I gave on YouTube, another one, 150 to win 725, 7-leg super parlay. The only difference is I can bet the games here, which I can't do where I live, and I'm able to tease them and get mad value, guys. This is why it's like, yes, I'm only getting plus 350 or plus 485 or plus 5, but it doesn't matter because if you bet 150 to win 725, I'm profiting almost $600. Who cares? And then the other one, 97 to win 200. This was Gore, Fried, and Cease. I took Gore at 6, Fried at 4, Cease at 5, and I made more than double my money, okay? You're telling me that if you laid 97 and get paid 207 and make more than double, that's not good enough for you, comment guy? You're too good for that? Sure you are. Right here's over $1,300 in profit, and I only had to risk 300, okay? So I literally turned 300 into 1,000. Do the math for yourself. These things and principles that I'm teaching you isn't just because I want to hear myself talk, guys. It's because I'm giving you plays based on the learned lessons of my own beats. I've been doing this for almost 15 years. in one form or another, guys. So here we go. We're taking Robbie Ray, and I'm telling you that this 5.5 is even more optimal. If you take him at 5.5, you will get a double up with any other random leg. And since there's no other MLB that I really want to talk about today, except I would say maybe you can go to Judge, but I doubt this video will be up. Actually, it might be. Judge at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, or 1.5 bases could be considered, okay? Aaron Judge is always in the mix. We took him yesterday. He soared. If you took these two, you're almost getting 2x. Not quite. But if you took him at 1.5 bases, you for sure are getting 2x. But honestly, folks, I think that this would be more optimal, and then you just add in an NBA leg or something, okay? But I'm not going to go into a deep dive on Judge. I'm just going to pivot to NBA. I don't have a lot of time. I need to get this video out. Oh, great. PrizePicks users have a free square. So there you go. You have no excuse. There you go. Robbie Ray. You can take Robbie Ray to get 5.5, okay, and get 2x right there. And if you want to gamble for the full 3x, just take him at 6.5, and you're basically getting 3x. So you can split your exposure. Do half at 5.5 and half at 6.5, or just put it all in the 5.5. It's very unlikely Robbie Ray doesn't get 6Ks today versus the Rockies. Okay, he got 8 last time they played. You saw the simulation. We know the Rockies are dead last, and they're the number 1 strikeout team, basically. It's a good spot. If Robbie Ray sells, he sells. You got your money in good. You just have to roll with it, okay? So let's talk about the NBA. Now, the Oklahoma Thunder are on the road. They have to win this game, but so do the Pacers. The spread is 5.5, which is crazy because they were 10 on the road, and now they're 10.5. This is what I like for the Pacers today. It's real simple, guys. I'm looking at Tyrese Halliburton, and for you PrizePicks users, his fantasy score is in the mix at 38.5. Let's go to ParlayPlay and see what they have him over here. It's probably going to be the same as PrizePicks. Usually is on the fantasy score. Yep, it is. So you could go right there. I know he hasn't cleared yet, but I'm telling you right now, he's projecting for roughly 42 in my model. Okay, he's projected for like 19 points. I don't remember his rebounds, assists. It's posted in the Dub Club /Discord. You can see it there. But I think his fantasy score is a good play today because they are at home. He plays better at home. And if you don't want to take the fantasy score, you have other options. His 0.5 steals is absolutely a good play. We took his 1.5 demon before. It's also in the mix. His 0.5 is always going to be more optimal. It's way more likely that he gets 1 steal as opposed to 2, but look, they have 1.5 steals and blocks, so you could go there for a little less of a payout if you wanted to do that. Honestly though, guys, it's the fantasy score, 0.5 steal, or his points at 17.5, okay, which is going to pay out 1.88. This would give you a full 3x, basically 2.9. And if you're not interested in the 17.5, you could tease it down to 14.5, but then you're drastically reducing your payout. Halliburton is going to have an elite game to take this home. Him, Siakam, and they're going to need bench production from McConnell and Obi Toppin to win this game. Do I think they win tonight? Honestly, I don't know, chat. Anything can happen with the magical Cinderella Pacers. I hope they get shelled. Obviously, I'm going to be betting against them, most likely, but I do and will have exposure to Halliburton's points, his steals, and his fantasy score. Now, I'm showing you right now my Dub Club. So when you're in the Discord, if you go under Daily Props, you will click that tab and click Read More, and it'll take you to Dub Club, which is the host of where my plays are. It goes right to your phone, and you can see my write-ups and analysis. This is what it looks like, okay, for the NBA section. Tyrese Halliburton, over 38.5 fantasy points, 1.5 steals, 17.5 points. I said 3 different options, the steal being the demon of the 3, but here's the value. Combined with the 15 turnovers per game in the finals the Thunder have, the over 1.5 steals prop highly achievable with a 60% chance, especially with his 2 deflections per game targeting players like Jalen Williams, who's almost getting 2 turnovers a game. His 17.5 points props is also good given the stakes of the matchup, as he's averaged 20 points in 3 home Eastern Conference final games and scored 17 in game 2, 14 of which in the second half, because the Pacers are a second half demon, which is why I'm thinking to take OKC to win the first half and first quarter like usual, and this leverages his 18 points per game and 36% 3-point shooting against OKC's aggressive defense. For the fantasy score, he's projected for roughly 39 fantasy points, and the base model has him around 43, comfortably clearing 38. Okay, his production spikes at home, so everything that we could ask for is in the mix. All right, and if you want these write-ups, you want my slips, which look just like this. I posted my slips yesterday, guys. While I'm in Vegas, again, I can't take pick'em apps. I can't do live streams either. So what I'm doing is I'm basically giving it away what's in my Dub Club on my YouTube right now. I'm basically giving all the thoughts. I post them in the Discord first, then I come on the YouTube and give my analysis on them, because this is just what works for me. I will be back in my office Saturday, and the live streams will resume the following week. But right now, guys, there's still money to be made. You get access to all my slips. I posted it right here. I showed you. I wasn't playing games. 6, 4, 5. All you had to do was tail that. You could have taken this on PrizePicks or Flip or anywhere. Doubled up your coin. I showed you I nuked it. Then I did this one. This was the one that made 725. I took the Pittsburgh plus 1.5, Padres plus 3, Francisco Giants plus 1.5. I didn't even need to. They ended up shelling. Diamondbacks plus 2, and then Mackenzie Gore 5 that cashed. Guys, I'm doing the best I can while I'm on the road. I'm sorry I can't just post PrizePicks. You can't take PrizePicks out here, y'all. So I'm doing what I can. You're getting the prop list. You're getting my analysis. Spartans posting slips. People are using the model. They are still cooking, guys. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I gave you a data model. I built it and made sure it was out before I left. So get in now while you can. You will have access to this. It's very simple. There's a video explaining how to get access once you join. You just go to CaptainCrush.net. You can watch this little video here. It'll give you a brief description. It's $24.99 a month. Okay, I have a summer special right now, but once I get back and release the hitter side, it goes to $35. So lock in now so you're grandfathered in at that rate. The ones that lock in now will be grandfathered in. We have a general chat and group discussion where people post. My roll members post. You're getting a ton of content. Just go ahead and join. $25. I literally spent that on a coffee today, and I'm not exaggerating. The coffees are $15 a pop in Las Vegas. At a breakfast sandwich, you're over 30 once you tip. So I have 25 a month, 3 months for 60. This is the summer special, and then 6 months in a year, also discounted. It's CaptainCrush.net. If you sign up with any of my partners, Chalkboard, Sleeper, Underdog, or ParlayPlay, any of these four, Kalshi and Outlier don't qualify, but Chalkboard, Underdog, Sleeper, and ParlayPlay, you get 30 days free if you send me the proof of deposit, guys. I will hook you up with 30 days free, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We cook around here. We don't win every day. Nobody does, but I promise you guys, I give you the sauce. I tell you how the sausage is made. I'm not just here to hold your hand, man. I'm trying to build winners. Me building winners helps my brand. Some may say, oh, well, once we know what to do we leave? No, because my community is solid. They want to be a part of it. So get in the mix while you can, guys, and you'll have instant access to crushed bats. The best data MLB model in the game, and the hitter side is going to be elite too. Trust me when I tell you. So, you got options on Halliburton, fam. You can take his points. You can take the 1.5 steals. How much gamble is in your gut? You want to take the 1.5? It's going to pay a demon payout. Used to be a wagon in the series before, but the OKC ain't the Knicks, fam. But look, 3.65, is it worth it to you? Or do you want to go conservative and take the 0.5 steals and get the 2 and the 1.9x with this? That's your call, man. I'm not here to hold your hand. And then for Mr. Alexander, folks, it's real simple today. It's so simple with Alexander. You just take his points and you pray that he performs, okay? It's that easy. 29.5 for the man. If he sells you, he sells you. What can you do about it? His PRA goblin at 39.5. Elite square. Elite square. Too bad they don't pay you anything, but that is an elite square. And then also, well, for this video, I'm just going to tell you to take the points. If you want a really conservative square, 24.5, I don't see how the Thunder win. If you listen, it boils down to this. If you think the Thunder win today, it's Alexander 29.5 points. If you think they're going to lose, fade it, okay? But I don't see a world where Alexander doesn't get 25 points at least with the pace that these guys play at. But the thing is, you have a J-Dubs free square on PrizePicks, so you don't even need to mess with it, really. You could literally just leave it alone because you already have your OKC exposure. So you could do you could do something like this. Something like that right there. That pays you 5x. You could go with that. Or you could take half of your free square like that, then take off Halliburton, then take off Ray, and then do the other half like this, so at least you get a double up if all hell does break loose. Robbie only gets 6, Halliburton chalks. That is the way you'd want to do it, guys. You got to get creative, all right? And then as far as the WNBA goes, I'm not going to cover it on this video, but I do have a model posted for you guys in the Discord. You can see, I didn't even know that. They have Page on discount. Looks like Kyle Hendricks got another run against him, but it was due to an error, which sucks. So he's got 3-0, but only 2 are earned against him, of course. The lines are always surgical. Give up that run, it's going to be sweaty. But I have the WNBA model posted. It's under Captain's Daily News. You can see right here, Page is projected for 17 points, so that is an elite discount. All you have to do is go to this, find the value, and you can plug play. There's a guy in my Discord that does this every day. He will look at this and find the plays and post them. It's Unc James. Let him cook. Doesn't always hit, but I know I can count on him to use the sheet correctly. It's very simple. If you're looking at a prop that says, let's say it has Paige Buchers over 10.5 points, and she's showing 17 on the sheet, it's a 7-point differential. You know you're taking that discount. It's really that simple, or whatever the line may be. Now, if you do that every day, you're going to be a long-term winner because the data models are 54.5% hit rate accuracy. So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to cut it here. Don't forget, CaptainCrush.net. Get in the mix. Get grandfathered in. I will see you guys soon. Here is the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.